changes. I just added that ramp right there, and I widened the doorway into the bath and put up some handles in there in the bedroom.
Well, you've gone to a lot of trouble.
It was no trouble at all, darling, really. I enjoyed doing it. I've been studying up on your situation here, trying to get a point of view about the therapies involved, and I understand the basics of the conditioning things you need to do and the balancing. I'm even starting to work on what they call progressive ambulation training. I know that you had planned to do this with Kane, but darling, I really believe that if you'll just trust me, that it'll work out better if it's you and me. I mean, I think I can cut it helping you do this, and I know it's not going to be as hard for you to live here with me as you think.
This is so like you. It's so loving and understanding. Thank you for the balloons and the banner and the ramp. And
listen, I got plans for outside, too. I know that was a little weird getting in here, but I'm going to fix the walkway.
I really don't want you doing this for me.
Well, I love doing it.
I really don't want you doing it for me.
Why not?
All these things are wonderful. It's just that this is a really small part of what I have to deal with. I think most of it is emotional, psychological, I guess, and it's really not going to go away with a couple of ramps.
Oh, darling. I understand that, but I mean, the rest of it, you just have to give it time. It'll come.
This isn't fair to you.
What's fair to me is what I decide is fair.
I think I really need a miracle to happen, and I'm really not sure if I believe in them anymore.
Oh, baby. If you had seen all this, what happened here, from my point of view, you would know that the angel in charge of miracles is alive and well.
Those are beautiful words.
They're true. I mean, this is a big challenge. I'm not denying that. This is probably the biggest challenge that we'll ever face. But it's not going to take a miracle to meet it and overcome it. It's a simple matter of love. Pretty good cooking. Now look, I can't even serve a pre-cooked meal without overheating. Look, it's black on top. You an apology.
It's all right.
Rick isn't going to believe this. Well, at least I didn't burn the wine. Can I get you a pillow to sit on? I got something right over there.
No, I'm fine.
You sure? That's real comfy.
I'm fine.
Well, let's give it a try, I think if you knock the skin off, maybe it won't be so bad. It's not too bad. What do you think? Do you like it? Is it okay? Some water.
No, I'm okay.
I just forgot to bring it out here.
No.
I'm sorry.
I really...
This will get better, believe me. Trust me. There you go.
Thanks.
I'm going to propose a toast. This is to you, Eden. Just the sight of you across the table from me is... I feel so blessed, baby, When we said goodbye here that last time, I thought it was forever, and I'm thankful to have a future again. Let's drink to our future together, darling. I want you to stay here with me tonight. I think once you spend a couple days here and realize how easy it is to get into the flow of things, that you won't want to go back to your daddy's house and to be with Kane. I can do it all for you here. I can give you everything you need. Talk to me.
I can't stand this. I mean, it's not the same anymore. It's different. You sit there and you talk about me so lovingly. But it's somebody that you have to wait on hand and foot. The person that you were in love with was someone who was strong and independent, and I'm not that person anymore. I feel weak, independent, and it's hard for me to accept. And I don't want or accept. I just really think you should take me home. Please take me home.
I can't do that, darling. You already are home.
It's all wrong, can't you feel it? I mean, you try so hard. The harder you try, the worse it gets. Do you think I can honestly stand by and watch you turn into my nursemaid? Just do everything for me?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm you want to do it yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Is that it?
No. I may never get well. I may never be able to take care of myself.
Darling, the stuff I've been reading says that you can get around this. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. You know?
Would you look at me? I can't feel anything in my legs. I can't feel anything. Now, you're fooling yourself if you think that doesn't matter. I mean, you could read every book in the world, and it's still not going to prepare you for what it's like to live with someone like me. Now, I didn't want to come here tonight because I wanted to hang on to a little bit of my pride. I didn't want you to know the truth.
The truth is that I love you, and I want to take care of you. As much or as little as you need to be taken care of. Nothing would make me happier.
You would be settling. And I couldn't live with that.
Did it ever occur to you that I need you as much as you need me? I miss you, baby. I want your spirit. I want your strength back. I mean, I know you need those things from me. I need them from you. Now, don't you think it would be possible just this one night to put this aside and comfort one another again?
It would be selfish of me to ruin your life.
It will ruin my life if you don't let me in. Now I'm asking you to be brave.
But who'd have guessed that love would come and take me by surprise? Who'd have guessed to be the one to open up my eyes? Now I know there's no life without love. What's changing me is you.
Let me go. Let me down.
Darling, come on.
Stop this. Please stop it.
Look at you. Don't want me to stop it. I know you don't.
I want you to put me down and leave me alone.
So how did love ever find this fool lost in the dark.
How did love find the key to open up
It's okay. It's okay.
my heart?
Why? Why are you fighting me?
You don't understand. I don't want to pretend that nothing's changed. You want everything exactly the way it was.
Obviously, something is different. But just because you got hurt, it was terrible that something happened. But everything hasn't changed.
It has. Nothing is the same. And I feel like nothing will ever be the same again.
Now I see the change in me is you.
Push me the way you do. It hurts me more than if you walked out of my life completely.
Do you honestly think that I could walk away from you now?
I'm handicapped. Damn it, you can't pretend that doesn't change things.
I'm not saying it doesn't change things. We got some ramps in the house now. You have to get around in this wheelchair. Things are a little tougher for you than they used to be. I admit that. But don't you tell me that changes what's basically between you and me, Eden, because I know it doesn't.
Okay, you go on denying that I'm not different. But because of what I went through, I changed inside.
Self-pity does not become you.
Self-sacrifice does not become you.
I am not sacrificing anything.
You don't think you are.
What do I have to say? How many ways? I don't know how else to put it. This chair means absolutely nothing to me. It makes no difference.
It makes a difference to me. It makes me a different person in a lot of ways.
I don't believe that.
Why are you so blind? It's like when people go off to college or some guy goes off to war and leaves a girlfriend behind, promising to come back to them. They write a few letters, make a few phone calls, but while they're there, the experience changes their life. And then maybe they come back and they marry that person and they pretend that nothing's changed, that everything's the same. But they know deep inside that the person that they were doesn't exist anymore, and they realize the relationship's not going to work. And then they both realize that the relationship is either going to do one thing. It's going to either end up in divorce, or it's going to be so filled with resentment and bitterness. It'll replace love.
That could never happen between you and me, and you know it.
I'm telling you, I've changed. You are so set on making us what we were that you won't stop and recognize that.
No, I will not. Don't ask me to recognize that because I'm not going to be able to. I'm sorry, but I still remember who you really are. And I know that sooner or later, I don't know what it's going to take, but the real you is going to come to her senses.
I remember it all. When I was up in those mountains, all I thought about were the special times. All I thought about was coming back to you. And how everything was going to be perfect. And then I came back here, and it was like a blinding light had been turned on, and I couldn't live in that fantasy anymore. Our love was perfect. And I'm not going to ruin those memories by trying to revive something that can't be there any longer.
Oh, you ought to go ahead and ruin them because you can't live with them, believe me. I tried. Everything about this place reminds me of you. I was going to lose my mind here, but I hung on to it. I didn't give up. I didn't give up on you, even though I thought you were dead. So I sure as hell am not going to give up now, knowing exactly where you are and knowing, Eden, as I so well do, that you love me.
Those special times were with a different person. And I'm sorry I can't be that for you anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, too. Because the woman I remember was not a quitter. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let her turn into one now.
Why can't you respect that?
What if you decided that I can't handle you in a wheelchair, but Kane can?
Kane is helping me. And yes, he knows what it feels like to be in a wheelchair.
Has he ever been in one?
Yes, he has. And he managed to heal himself. And he was emotionally handicapped, too, because of what happened in the war.
I went to high school with a girl named Donna Hernandez. Hear me out, please. She was the only survivor of a terrible automobile accident the night we graduated. She was in a coma for I don't know how many days, and when she came out, she was paralyzed from the neck down. Had to learn to speak again from scratch. Since that time, she put herself through college, got her degree, became a teacher, met a wonderful man, and fell in love. They got married about 5 or 6 years ago, and immediately adopted these 2 little boys from El Salvador. They had lost their parents, these little boys. They have a real cool family now. I get a card every Christmas. She's in her chair, her husband is behind her, and she has a son at either side. I always think to myself I would be grateful to share in such a life. Now I'm asking you. Hell, I'm begging you. Not to give up on yourself. You have got to give us a chance. What do you say I make a fire and put down a blanket? We can start a new life together tonight.
To know you see inside me.
Cruz, this is CC. You don't know how sorry I am to bother you, but something's happened to Kane. I'm not certain what's wrong with him, but an ambulance is taking him to the hospital right now. I just thought Eden should know.
I'll call the hospital.
No, I've got to go there. Will you take me there?
You don't have to go there right now.
Please. Please, Cruz. Where is he?
He's in the emergency room with the doctors now.
What happened?
Rosa said she was giving him his pills. He took one of the pills and he collapsed.
Were you able to talk to him?
No, when I got there, he was already out. His heart was racing. I called the ambulance, and they got there right away.
He collapsed immediately after he took the pills?
That's what Rosa said, yeah.
What was he taking?
Imagine the same medicine that he'd gotten from the hospital. What are you thinking?
Well, it occurs to me that there could be something wrong with the medication. It would be the first time.
Why? He's been taking the same medicine for a week now. Why would he have a reaction now?
I don't know, but it wouldn't hurt to check it out.
No, wouldn't hurt at all. Probably help to find out some more things about this guy Kane.
Hey,
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
Well, I have to go see Kane. I need him.
Wait a minute.
He's got to be all right.
What's happening? What were the lab results on the medication?
Checked out harmless.
So those are the pills he was supposed to be using?
Yeah, they checked the whole bunch, and it was the same stuff he's been taking all week.
So it's got absolutely nothing at all to do with his heart condition?
They're trying to figure out now if maybe he had a previous heart condition. They've been asking him about it, but he can't help him because he can't remember much more than his name.
Mm-hmm. So you tell me we're just gonna drop what happened to Kane tonight?
Well, Pearl, I talked to Rosa. She was standing right next to him. He took the pills, he hit the floor. I mean, there's not much else to go on.
Cruz, would you like me to call the hospital and see if that...
No, not at all, Eleanor. I'd like you to stay out of this.
Fine.
Yeah, great. I'm heading back, see if I can talk to Eden and come over.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna meet you. Hi. Looks like everything's under control here now. You want me to take you back to the beach?
Actually, I was going to stay here with Kane. I went to go get him some magazines.
You're gonna spend the night here?
Well, Kane really doesn't like hospitals, and I don't want to have to leave him alone. Besides, the doctors say that he might be released tomorrow, and if that's true, then I'm going to take him home.
So, listen, why don't you bring him back to my place? He could recuperate there.
You don't want him there.
To tell you the truth, I don't care whether he's there or not. As long as you are.
Now I know
No,
what lovers always knew.
I can't.
But you might as well know. I'm. No matter how long it takes, no matter what I have to do, I am going to bring you back into my life, Eden. Back into my heart and my bed. You might as well make your peace with it.
See inside me.
I gotta go check on Kane.
Who'd have guessed love would
Night.
come, take me by surprise.
Good night.